What's up, guys? My name's Will. Everybody knows me about Wimpy, and this is the Rebel Revelations podcast. Uh, Seeing as I'm at the point in my life where I'm at rock bottom, I think this would be a pretty good place to start. Because there's a lot of people that love to watch me fall. They hate to see me win. And when I was winning, they talk shit behind my back, prey on my downfall. Now here I am. I'm living out the book of Job. Some of you guys might be in the same situation. You know, you might have lost all your friends, you might have lost all your family, you might be going to jail. Whatever the case, you know. That's where Amar Fati comes in. That means love of fate. That is what Nietzsche called a sign of greatness in somebody, when they would want nothing different, forward or back, and not just accepting fate, but loving it. So in about a week, next Monday, I'm facing 1 to 3 years in jail. I'll probably do a year. And why? Why? If you ask anybody around me, they'd say it's my fault. I'm on trial for 2 DUIs. I've been convicted of 1. And although a lot of people like to say that I deserve what's coming to me, they don't know me. They don't know my life. They don't know my situation. They don't know what led to these DUIs. And yeah, a lot of people think I'm an alcoholic too. I might very well be an alcoholic. And you know, they say alcoholism is a disease. And if it's a disease, why are they telling me that it's my fault that I have this disease? It doesn't make any sense. I didn't kill nobody. I didn't destroy any property. The damages I've done, I paid for. But still, they're going to take a year of my life. That's fine. Fuck them. Take a year. Take 3. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to win anyways. You might be able to take my freedom, but you can't take my soul. That's the mentality you have to have in these types of situations. Never bend the knee. Never. That's what they ultimately want. They want you to be a good boy. They want you to be a good dog. They'll give you a treat whenever you do good. They'll give you some medals. A little pat on the back, make you feel good. But whenever you do bad, they'll beat you. Put you in a cage, like a dog. They're trying to condition you. Some of you guys might be wondering why I'm smoking a cigarette with tweezers. I've decided to start ripping the filters off these bad boys because they got microplastics in them. That shit'll make your balls shrink. But cigarettes will make your balls grow, boost testosterone. Microplastics lowers testosterone. Testosterone's key. But yeah. I'm being judged by a system that's let pedophiles go. Epstein, he got a sweetheart deal. Work release. He paid his own guards. And he was let go after what, a year? Hell, maybe not even. So he could go back to sex trafficking. That's the American judicial system for you. And he's not the only one. All sorts of criminals that go free every day for killing people. Because what, they work for the government? Possibly. Belong to intelligence? Possibly. If you know the right people, judicial system don't apply to you. But if you're just an everyday citizen like me, pretty much fucked. If you don't be a good boy, work for a corporation to make your boss millions of dollars so he can get that nice yacht next year, or maybe a new Lamborghini, they don't have any use for you. They don't have any use for your freedom either. They just want you to be a slave at the end of the day. And that's what we have in today's society slavery with extra steps. Credit score goes down once you're done with your payments. It's set up to keep you in perpetual debt. You got to work on that credit score. You got to stay in continual debt to keep it up. They don't want you debt free. Doesn't serve their interests. Pun intended. They want that interest. Banks make money off of nothing. They create money too when they loan it out. The more money that's created, the less value the money we have has. The government prints billions of dollars each year to finance wars so that me and you, the less fortunate or the dumb, go fight in these wars that doesn't have America's best interests in mind. Whose interests are we fighting for? The military industrial complex, the banks, big industries. Smedley Butler, Major General. He wrote a book about this. He got 2 medals of honor. He was in the Marine Corps. He wrote the book, War is a Racket. That's exactly what it is. It's all about money. And the costs are lives. This is the world we live in, guys. But never get on that. Never get on your knees. Never say, "Woe is me." Accept it. Maybe even do something about it. I don't know. But wherever you're at, weakness is not the answer. Be strong. If you're in jail, be strong. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. You just gotta believe it. Rock bottom is a beautiful place. You learn a lot about yourself, you know. Rock bottom breaks people. Some people kill themselves. And I'm not gonna lie, there's times where I've wished for death. Because death would be a lot better than what's going on. But I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna just take myself out of the race. There's people that need me. You know, I might not be some big leader, some big politician that has all this great influence, but there's people in my life that need me. And if I kill myself, I'd be quitting on them. You gotta keep that in mind too. And hell, you might even be in a scenario where nobody even knows you exist. Good. Get up. Start walking. Eventually you'll be able to run. Maybe one day you can fly. Gotta have hope. Believe. Believe in yourself. You know? Never turn to wickedness either. Protect the poor and the needy. Protect the widows. Those that can't help themselves. They need you. The system's rigged, but that doesn't mean all is lost. Before Moses and the Israelites could enter the promised land, they sent out spies. And amongst the spies was Caleb and Yehoshua, Joshua. And they were the only ones that believed they could defeat the giants. Because when they went and spied it out, they saw that there was giants in there. And this frightened all the other Israelites. They said, "Oh, we can't defeat these giants. We look like grasshoppers compared to them." And because of that, because they didn't believe that God would save them, would allow them to enter the promised land. Moses and his entire generation died. They weren't allowed to enter the promised land. Caleb and Yehoshua, Joshua, they were allowed with the next generation who did believe. That's where we are at in history. We have big giants in between us and the promised land. A land of peace. No more wars. No more rackets. What are these giants that stop us? Major corporations whose interests are for you to keep your mouth shut, work your jobs, and increase stockholder value. Lockheed Martin, they're not making money if there's no wars. So they lobby. They spend billions of dollars each year to make sure politicians go to war. Unconstitutional, too. They found a way around it. In order for America to declare war and go to war, Congress has to approve it. Hasn't happened since World War II. But they still do it. Nobody does anything about it. This is the world we live in. Healthcare corporations, another big giant. If they're paying, if they're doing their job and allowing people to get the treatment they need, they're not making money. It's in their best interest for people to stay sick paying those bills. My mom just upgraded from her Blue Cross Blue Shield package to the next and better one. And after she did, she went to go get her blood work done. Same place she always has, that was covered by the less expensive package. And guess what? This one doesn't cover it. This one, it's not in her network. So now they're going to try to make her pay for the whole bill. It's ridiculous. My father has multiple sclerosis. His medicine cabinet is full of medication that he probably spends thousands of dollars each year. Sure, Medicare covers a good bit of it. But those medication corporations that make those medicines, they're making all that money. It's not in their interest to make a pill that fixes everything or to cure their patients. Blood pressure medications like Motrin. It's a lifetime medication. You're not going to get off of it. That's their interest. They want a cash cow. They want you buying their medications for the rest of your lives. They don't want you healed. Go listen to Gary Breck about this. He'll tell you. A lot smarter than I am. A lot more educated in the subject. Just go listen to him about it. Go read RFK Jr.'s book, The Real Anthony Fauci. You'll get a real taste of the FDA and the CDC in there. Revolving door. A lot of people that were in government, once they retire from government, they get a nice fancy job with Pfizer, these big corporations. Why? Why do they get these nice fancy jobs right after coming out of the FDA or CDC, the corporations that are supposed to regulate these companies? Well, you kind of got to read between the lines on these types of things. If they play ball, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. They help the drug companies out while they're in the FDA. Then they get to leave and make lots of money. Money. Say money is the root of all evil, or the love of money is the root of all evil. That's where we're at. These are the giants we face. It's our own greed, our own pride. We gotta face our own giants. Our own pride and our own greed. The fight starts with you, your individual fight. Don't be weak. Never. Stand tall. Have faith in God. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. If I don't make another video after this, it's probably because I'm in jail. But I wanted to make this, at a period where I have almost nothing. People treat me like a leopard. But when I'm winning, when I make it out of this hole, when God restores the fortunes, then you can come and look back at this video and see. I didn't get on my knees. I didn't bend. Stuck it out. And you should too. Whatever situation you're in. And there's a lot of people, who are in a lot worse situations than I'm in. And if you're one of those people and you're listening to this, do the same thing. Marfadi, love your fate. It's all supposed to happen this way. There's a plan. Accept it. And love it. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Well, thanks guys for listening to my little rant. I might have a lot more to say here in a little while, but be good.